Part 2. Fall. The icy figure continues arranging her cold snowflakes and pale purple ice crystals, letting them float through the air in front of her until they reach the perfect spot. The moment they satisfy her, she stops. Arranging her outer emittance is second nature to her at this point. She can throw something together at the last minute easily if needed. Most wouldn't be able to tell the difference. She doesn't, though. Not when she has a date. The first date after their last fight. After everything they've been through. The ice elemental tries to push their last interaction out of her mind. It was just one moment where things came to blows. Everything has cooled off. She adjusts one last snowflake before she begins tidying her place. It's never messy, never dirty, but she refuses to wait idly. There's a flare at her door, the familiar orange light. "Come in," she calls out. Her lover enters the room. His gold and rose-streaked orange light is styled classically, his tendrils flowing like sunshine reflecting on the water. It's a lovely style, one she mentioned she was fond of a while back. She finds it reassuring that she isn't the only one who wants to place that last interaction behind them. "You look beautiful," the ice elemental says. "Thank you," the light elemental answers. "You do as well." The icy figure begins to prepare fizzes as the orange light settles in by the window to watch the show. "How have you been recently?" the light asks. It's not a test. He wants this to work. "I've been well. Things have been peaceful but enjoyable recently," the ice elemental answers. "I've been to a few shows recently, to a few parties, to a few art displays. Have you seen the glass display by the new sand elemental?" "You're talking about the fairy garden, right? I only got to see it after I heard the whispers." "I got to see it before I began really hearing about it in conversations, and I'm glad I did. I think the display was nice. I'd consider the artist promising, but if I had seen it after all the whispers, I think I would have been underwhelmed at best." "I think underwhelmed is a fair description, though when I first saw it, I was admittedly a bit frustrated. I hate it when people throw unreasonable expectations on glass elementals while they're bored waiting for greatness. Another great artist will come along soon enough, glass elemental or otherwise. Elementals just need to be patient," the light says. The ice elemental passes her lover a light shot before beginning to prepare her own fizz. "You don't think there's anyone great at the moment?" the ice elemental asks. "No, and I'm certain you haven't been impressed with any of the recent crop either." "I haven't, but I'm not easily impressed." "You're very stoic." So I've been told. A part of her regrets offering to have this date at her place. Another part of her regrets offering the fizzes. But the part of her that she listens to, the rational part, reminds her that her love is a light. He'll talk no matter what. The location and the fizzes won't change the outcome of tonight. "Have you enjoyed any displays or shows recently?" the light asks, downing half of his fizz. "I enjoy most. I'm just not easily impressed." "Which ones have stood out to you?" "The fairy garden is lingering on the mind because of the lingering conversations." "Was that the only one that stood out?" "Did one stand out to you?" The orange light downs the rest of the fizz. "You saw a new spring," the light elemental states. "I did. I went to see it with Clear." "And you have nothing to say about it?" "I have plenty to say about the actresses in the performance I saw, plenty to say about the storytelling that was only competent at best. But you want to hear my opinion about the ideas it presented, don't you? Not the presentation." That defensive attitude is why I keep prying. The ice elemental takes in a bit of her fizz. I don't think I'm crazy for being concerned that I don't know what your core is. I shouldn't have told you it wasn't ice. I should have lied. Don't you think so? The orange light asks. You know my answer. My outer emittance is who I am, who I choose to be, who you love. It really is that simple. That's simple. I don't think so. Your core is a part of you, the most important part, more important than your emittance. It's the true essence of who you are. There's a boom of thunder. The orange light turns to the window to see the approaching storm. The sky is clear. Is the show starting? The light mumbles. I'd have to disagree, the icy figure says slowly. How can something be the essence of me if no one knows about it? How can something be the essence of me if I haven't chosen to embrace it? The light turns back to her, flickering briefly before stabilizing. How can your core not be your essence? The light elemental asks softly. I just explained why. Very succinctly, the ice elemental answers. You're the one who keeps presenting bland platitudes. There's the sound of droplets hitting the ground. Don't you think there's a reason that platitude exists? I think there's a common misconception. He flickers before he stabilizes. Something would not persist this long based on a misconception. The light says. I don't think you believe that. Could you please calm down a bit? Your wind is strong. Her outer emittance has melted. A storm is beginning to rage around the room. Didn't you want to see my true essence? That's why you said nothing as I melted, right? Thunder booms, followed by a lightning strike. The orange light rushes out. The relationship was over as soon as she melted. The storm elemental knows that. She knew that. She wishes she could have been the one to end it.